Everyone, I'm Sam. Let's play some daily games. Today is September 18th, or I should say September 18th, 2025, Thursday, and we'll start with Wordle first. Playing Wordle number 1552. I totally forgot what day it was for a second here. Alright, let's see our starting word for today from this article by techreader.com. Based on the hardest Wordles as of 2024, because this is an old one. But that's all I got, so. Okay, we are going to. We did the other day, Daddy Prize. Oh, Gully. Okay, Gully is the next one. It was the answer on 3rd September 2022 with an average score of 4.8 out of 6. Alright, Gully. Gully. Good day to get a Y word. Let's see. Okay, nothing. Let's choose another word then. Baker. Okay, good day for an ER word, maybe. Okay, no R, but K and E. Okay. Could the word be like this? K, and then something ending in E, maybe. Like SK Skive. Skive, I think, is a word, right? But it feels like a very British word, I think. Or am I thinking of a different one? Okay. Because. What about Stein or skin? How do you pronounce it? Skein. That feels like a word that I may have heard before, but I don't really know what that means. S-K-E, could be something like check, C-H-E-C-K. Another option. Spec, S-P-E-C-K. Yeah, well, I mean, I like spec, so let's try that. Not spec. And not where the E and the K is gonna go. Okay. Could the word start with a K? End with E. Or what if E was the second letter? Kevin? No. Something with a letter. Okay. Maybe not there. Maybe it ends in A. Could be knife, K-N-I-F-E. K-N-I-E-V. N-I-V. Knife. That's like what it counts. I kind of like knife, actually. What else? What else could we do here? There's no S already, so that's not it. So maybe I'll try knife. Let's see. Oh, nice! I got it in 4. Knife. Alright. As I said, right, we keep going back, right? I get a 4, I get a 3, I get a 5, so I don't know, maybe tomorrow is a 3. Well, we'll see if there's a pattern there. Okay, let's look at Squirtle. Today's answer is knife, surprisingly. Very common word. Started with Gully and Baker. Gully gave me 6,740 possible guesses. A lot. Baker narrowed it down tremendously to 80 possible words because of the K. I think that was very useful. And then spec. Alright, decent 13 possible words, and then I just guessed knife. But what else could we have had besides that? We could have, yeah, they put knife, K-N-I-V-E, as a possibility. Let me check this. I mean, obviously I know plural-wise that works with an S, but I don't know if, okay, so the verb knife, it has 2 spellings, knife and knife, with the V and the F. Okay, so that seems like it could be a valid answer, actually. I don't know if they'll not reuse it, but they'll use the alternate spelling as a possible answer. It's in like knife and verb. I don't know if they'll do that. They might. What else could we have had? Evoke. Whoa, evoke is a good one. Inoki and Kendo are both Japanese-based words, although they're quite common-ish now in English. But I still don't think those would be unlikely. Because if like anime otaku not so common, then I think Inoki and Kendo are even less common than that. So unlike Inoki is a kind of mushroom, Kendo is sort of form like I think of martial arts where they use it kind of like it's kind of like fence. They use like a wooden sword if you want to, I keep saying sword because I'm mispronouncing it that way. Local sword, right? So yeah, but I don't think these two are likely. But yeah, evoke is a very good one. Let me see if evoke has been done before. Yes, December 25th, 2023. So Christmas Day 2 years ago, the evoke has been done. So not to worry. I just want to see if the other knife is in there. No, it's not. Yeah, there we go. It's not the issue there. All right. Yeah, got it in 4. Nice. Let's move on to connections. Very quickly. Okay, today's connections is number 830. All right. Today's 16 words. We've got NASA, ready, willing, able, NOAA or NOAA, outfit, NFL, game, down, Kane, prepare, Paramount, Eve, Subaru, eager, and equip. Equip, prepare, outfit, ready. All sort of like to set something up, right? I think that could be it. Oops, sorry, that's my alarm. I don't know why I had that. Maybe to remind me to record the videos. I don't know. NASA is an acronym, NOAA as well, NFL as well. I don't know about a fourth one that I can't see. It could be Kane, or are those something? Don't know. But the NASA is space travel. NOA, I don't know what that is. NFL is for football. Related maybe. Paramount is could be something that's important. Could also be Paramount Studios, that kind of thing. But I don't know what that, or is it like something to do with their logos? Maybe. Maybe, yeah, because NASA has stars in the logo because it's space. NFL, I think, might have stars. Subaru, maybe too. Paramount, I think there are. So I mean, it could be logos with stars. But then NOAA, what is that one? That's a very strange one indeed. Could be some kind of an I don't know what that is actually. NOAA. Fascinating. I'll do this one first, this group first. Maybe we'll try the logos next, because I don't really know what it is in. Furnish. Alright. Game, willing, able, eager. Sort of like you're in, like you're interested in doing something, right? You're up for something. You're up for it. I would say that. Oh no? Oh, okay. Oh, maybe down. Wait. Able, probably not. Down. Down. No, wait. Willing. Game. Eager. Maybe this one. Okay, that's the one. That's into it. I should have looked for down. I totally missed that. So that's my bad. Oh, I get it now. Eve, Noah, Abel, and Cain. These are all just words. Though I don't know what Noah is, but they basically are just Bible names. Bible names. Okay. So I guess this could be the purple. We'll do the blue first, I think. Logos with stars in them. Yeah, organizations with stars in the logos. Yeah, yeah. And then these just Bible names. Sound like Bible names. Homophones of Genesis figures. Okay, well, sorry, I don't know what book of the Bible that they're from. Okay, I only know the Bible, so that's okay. But yeah, they are from the early one, right? No, the Ark, Cain and Abel, both the brothers. Interesting that they used both the brothers in there. They could have chosen. I'm sure there must have been somebody else in Genesis that, but maybe it wouldn't fit for the homophone bit. That might have been tricky, perhaps. But NOAA, Noah, that's a to me that feels like a ridiculous way of trying to make a homophone work. Is that even is like an association maybe? NOAA. Right, National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. Maybe they wanted us to think it's to do with it's like a red herring for NFL and NASA as being like organizations with like abbreviations, acronyms, that kind of thing. So maybe they were trying to trick us there in that sense, forcing us to choose something else that might be that one. But yeah, there we go. That was the purple, and then stars in the yeah. So I knew I sort of remember that NFL. I think everybody knows that NFL. They've got the football in the middle, yeah, and then the stars. Okay, that's what I did visualize. And then the NASA logo. I think it has. Oh yeah, the stars at the top. Okay, and then Paramount logo. I think is the mountain with the stars like in an arc. I think so. Paramount. So I'm right there. Yeah, there we go. That's what I remember. And then Subaru. I think it's like a couple of stars shining at the corner. Okay, not at the corner, but yeah, stars sort of like sparkling, that kind of thing. Okay, there we go. And then furniture is pretty easy. Equipped outfit, prepare, ready, into it, down for something, eager, game, willing. So like, yeah, you're into it. You're up for doing something. Okay, so I think I would say I get all 4 points there. Did make one silly mistake here because I didn't see down, so that was my bad. I was not paying attention there. There we go. Yeah, relatively. I would say relatively easy. Not the easiest, but easy enough. I think maybe it's a 2 out of 5. If the previous days were like 1 out of 5, I think this is a 2 out of 5. So yeah, let's see. All right, we'll move on to the last daily game. It is the LA Times mini crossword by Elizabeth C. Gorski. Okay. One across. Pedometers measured. Steps. Right. 6 across. My Antonia novelist Cather. I don't know. 7 across. Be that as it may. 8 across. Crushes it at the comedy club. Kills. 9 across. Barnyard cluckers. Hens. 1 down. Sound at the WNBA game. Swish. Okay, so it's not kills. Swish. 2 down. Dame or Sir. Title. 3 down. Swing era trumpeter Ziggy. Not sure. 4 down. Shakespeare in the Park Productions. Plays. 5 down. Verbalize it says, and this is slays. And then Willa Cather. All right, 35 seconds. Nice number. Let's look at the clues. All right, 1 across. Oops, I didn't click on it. 1 across. Pedometers measure, right? It's like those devices, or like on your watch or on your phone even. They measure your step count, right? Like you exercise. 1 down. Sound of the WNBA game, or actually any basketball game is swish. The sound of the ball going through the net is very satisfying. 2 down. Dame or Sir. They're both sort of like titles for people, it would be like royal titles or that kind of thing, or just like titles in general. Like what do you call someone? 3 down. Swing arrow trumpeter Ziggy Elman. I'm not familiar with who Ziggy Elman is. American jazz trumpeter. Wow, did not know this. Harry Aaron Finkelman, known professionally as Ziggy. I wonder where the Ziggy came from. It's an American trumpeter associated with Benny Goodman, although there's early Ziggy Elman and his orchestra. At some point, he adopted the name Ziggy Elman, but no explanation as to what the Ziggy means, because it didn't seem to have any Z's anywhere. I don't know why, but interesting. 4 down. Shakespeare in the Park Productions. Shakespeare obviously associated with plays, and I think it's called, I guess, they literally perform the Shakespeare plays in the park. I feel like I've heard of that. 5 down. Verbalizes to say something, to say orally. When I say it that way, yeah, say it aloud. That's what I meant to say. 6 across. My Antonia novelist Willa Cather. I have heard of this person, but totally forgot. But what is My Antonia even about? Actually, Virginia novel. Well, that's a very old one. The novel tells of an orphan boy from Virginia, Jim Burden, and the elder daughter Antonia, Bohemian immigrants. Antonia Shimerda were each brought as strong pioneers in Nebraska towards the end of the 19th century, fostering the very new place in the strong presence of both children fighting for life. Consider Cather's first masterpiece, which the American West love make it personally interesting. Okay. Who is Willa Cather? Right in front of us on the Great Plains, the old pioneers, some of the lockdown Antonia. Ah, so she was writing a lot about the West, the Great Plains kind of life. Okay. 7 across, be that as blank, be that as it may. That is a phrase, sort of like, I think, how would I explain this? Be that as it may. Okay. What? Despite that, nevertheless. Okay, that's a good way to explain it. 8 across, crushes it at a comedy club. I thought, like, people say, like, you killed it, right? But I guess maybe the more modern is, like, you slayed. I guess it's more modern slang phrase. It's not exactly the most modern thing, but it has come to the forefront and been associated with modern thing, even though it's, I think, been historically used by the black people, black community. It's again one of those words that people take and sort of like appropriate, and then it becomes associated with like Gen Z or modern youth slang, but actually it's been around in other communities um, that we've not, other minority communities that we've not even heard much of. So yeah. Well, there we go. 9 across, barnyard cluckers. So hens, chickens, they cluck, cluck. That's the sound that they make. I think that is it. So this one is Ziggy Elman. I didn't know, but maybe Americans know this one, so I don't know that one. Willa Cather, I have heard of her, but I forgot about her novel and her name, so I just couldn't put it together. So that was a bit of trivia as well. So 1, 2 trivias, 2 pieces of trivia. And then this last one is kind of like a modern, associated with modern slang kind of trivia, which I didn't know, but I was thinking that might be kills, and until I realized that 1 down wouldn't work with that, and weird IKH wouldn't work, so I knew it had to be something else, so then figured it out. Alright, well, that was today's daily games. Let me know how you did in the comments for Wordle connections and the L times mini crossword. Alright, thanks so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Bye!